From the minds of motivation, sending a positive vibration. Star supporters, truth soldiers, earth fighters. Deep down in my spirit, unite. What's up, guys? It's your boy BTN, Breaking News of Decoder, and we're back with more information. As you know, I am your show host, and I'm the decoder of all esoteric knowledge and information, and I am the breakdown ruler of this three-dimensional world. So let's get into it. Repunzel is Jesus Christ. Caption. Let's talk about it. Now, Repunzel was born in Corona Kingdom. As you know, Corona means sun crown. So she was born in a civilization predicated upon worshiping the sun. Her father, Eugene, was the king of Corona Kingdom. Her mother was the queen of Corona Kingdom. She was considered the princess of Corona Kingdom. Now, what happened was, how does this relate to Christ? Christ was the Son of God. As you know, the sun esoterically means the actual sun. Not biblically, you would think it means a person, but it really is a sun, okay? Just like in a fairy tale world, we would look at Tangle or Repunzel as a princess, but really she was the princess of the sun. That's why we call her Princess of Corona Kingdom, because she was from that sun kingdom, okay? Now let's talk about how she is Christ consciousness. If you look at the story, Repunzel was born in Corona Kingdom. She had a sun aura about herself, basically a corona aura around her that it kept her vibrating at a high wheel. Now, if you look at the story, her stepmother, or the witch that kidnapped kidnapped Repunzel from the kingdom, she stole her energy. What she did was she stole Repunzel from the kingdom, and she took her to the wilderness, and she basically kept Repunzel in the wilderness for 18 months, and Repunzel was 18 years of age at that time. So if you understand numerology, you understand that the 1 plus the 8 will give you 9, representing the completion number, or the humanitarian number, right? Or the number of the book of completion. So she was 18, and she had spent her time 18 months. Now, if we can relate it to today, we have to stay under quarantine in this time for 18 months. And at this time period, you have a lot of 19 and 18-year-old people, which means we are in the same time period or the same circumstance as Repunzel. Only difference is our corona energy is in the esoteric realm, this world, okay? So let me slow it down for you people, my people. Now, we look at the 1 and the 8, that's 9, okay? 18-year-old right now, they're 9. We know that Event 201, Bill Gates started his Event 201 outbreak prediction on the 18th day, and we know that the virus ends on the 18th month, which means we have 999 representing the completion of a new chapter, or a new world order, or a new world view of things, okay? So we know that 9 represents the new world, or a new chapter, a new beginning, right? Birth, okay? A refresh start. So now the cycle has restarted. We are at 000 2020, right? Or shout out to Black Spirit Light. He said we are 822 into the game. Shout out to him. Watch that video. It's really dope. It's deep. Now, the light, right? The corona energy. Now we know that Repunzel represents the sun, the star, okay? Christ consciousness. We also know that when she got stolen from the kingdom, that the environment went dull, okay? We know that when the sun left, all the vegetation stopped. All the animals were in their houses. The world was just dark. It was dead. It was gone. Now we know who stole her. Who stole the corona energy? Or aka who stole Repunzel? Who stole the sun? Okay? Gothel Esther. Gothel Esther is Repunzel's stepmother, or the witch that stole Repunzel from Corona Kingdom. Now, we know that Gothel Esther is a witch that does spells, and she does enchantment and magic. So what she did was she stole Repunzel, and she utilized that corona energy for her own timeline control, aka controlling the times, the corona energy. So she was controlling Repunzel, corona energy, her sun energy. Now, Gothel Esther is actually the goddess. Is actually Goddess Esther represents the goddess Esther. Goddess Esther was the goddess of fertility and sex. Okay, so Goddess Esther was the goddess of fertility, sex, spring, and dawn, representing the birth of new life, new beginnings. So Easter comes from Esther. Eastern Star comes from Esther. These are all the same things because Esther represents the spring, the dawn, new beginnings, fresh life, spring, vegetation, life, sun energy, okay? She was the goddess of sex and fertility and life in spring, okay? Why is this important? Because on Easter, the Christians celebrate Jesus Christ resurrecting in the springtime, which is springing from the dead. That represents Jesus Christ coming from the dead and from resurrecting. But y'all don't realize that's talking about the story of Esther and how Esther, the goddess Esther, was the goddess of fertility and spring. Now, why is this important? Because the Gothel Esther in the Repunzel movie, she controls the springtime because she utilizes the corona energy or the Christ consciousness. So she controls life or give life and birth through the springtime. Why does this matter? Because in the movie it shows you that when Repunzel was stolen, Gothel Esther had a flower of life. The flower of life represents new beginnings, fresh starts. Whoever controls the flower of life controls the destiny of humanity, or controls the sun, controls the astrological timeline. So therefore, Gothel Esther, the witch, aka Goddess Esther, aka the Eastern Star, aka Esther, Goddess Esther, she represents the ruler of time. Right? Why is this important? Because in this day and time we have the government trying to control the corona energy of time. They're trying to control this time by utilizing the corona energy, the sun energy, by practicing certain rituals and magic spells to control the astrological timeline. So, why is this important again? Gothel Esther is Goddess Esther. Now, the Eastern Stars represents the 5 femininities, 5 feminine females. You have Ruth, Osnat, and some other females that control the Eastern Star energy. Okay? So, understanding that, we know that the Eastern Star represents, you know what I'm saying, the feminine energy, the control from the 5 females. Okay? We also know that the 5-star, the star was born, the 5-star talks about the star being born in Bethlehem. We know that Christ was born in Bethlehem. So we know that Christ's consciousness is under control, is being taken control of by Esther. Now, let's slow it down, okay? Slow it down. How all this relate to each other? Okay, we have what you call the world we live in. Why do they name the virus coronavirus? Because corona means sun crown or sun crown. Why would they name a virus called? Why would they name it sun crown? Sun crown virus or sun virus? Because they want you to know that they're trying to steal your solar energy, your sun energy. They're trying to control the solar system. Okay? So the tangle was just telling you how they're trying to control the times by utilizing the 999 reverse cycle of completion. Now, when you think about the world heaven, right, or the word heaven, you think of the new beginning of the world. So they're trying to create a new heaven on this physical realm. Now let's get into the heaven aspect. Let's talk about it. Heaven is high. It's ascension. It's high, okay? Now the Catholics, their way of ascension is totally different than what we perceiving. Their way of ascension is their belief systems or their Jesus system becoming you know what I'm saying, a heaven for us. Them teaching their way, their worldview of heaven, okay? So let's understand this. They're trying to teach their light. They're trying to control the corona energy by utilizing their light, okay? Now let's get into what heaven really is. Now think about the word 7. 7 in heaven has the same vibration attached to it. Why? Because 7 is a staircase. 7 is like a staircase. Bam, 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 bam. And the staircase has a 90-degree angle. Okay? 90-degree angle staircase. And between that 90-degree angle, you have a 9 and 0. That 0 represents the origins of something, and that 9 represents the completion of something. All right, the completion of a cycle, the completion of a birth cycle, okay, or a new beginning. So now you have 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degree staircases going up to make a 7, right? Or you have 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9 going all the way up to heaven, representing new beginnings, a completion, new cycle, new life, new world order, new time period, new beginnings, new consciousness, new awareness, new thought process, new lights, new systems. So it only makes sense for them to try to control the astrological timeline predicated upon their own belief system or their own theology. This is why they're trying to use vaccines and other things to control things, because they know that this time the timer has restarted back to the origins of 0, and which means we have the probability to break out of the slave system of Catholicism. Let's get that straight, y'all. Now I know this is a lot of esoteric information, but I need y'all to bear with me, okay? Everything you watch in these movies, there are deeper meanings and deeper messages than you can fathom. You have to be tapped into that occultism and that understanding for occult knowledge. Remember, occult knowledge or knowledge just means to know the ledge of something. Know the ledge or know the polarity of information. Know the dark and the light, the yin and the yang, the subconscious and the conscious of knowledge, which is knowing something, but knowing the ledge of something. The ledge is right here. At the bottom is at the bottom it's people something below that. At the top is something above that. In the middle you have the ledge. You want to be the ledge. You want to be in the middle of the ups and downs of things. You want to be in the middle of conscious and subconscious. You want to be the middle way of the ledge. You don't want to be the nigga that's doing this. Oh, I'm up here. I'm learning all the information, but you're getting dumb because you can be easily manipulated. You don't want to be too low where you're too ignorant, but you want to be just right in the middle way where you understand the knowledge or the knowing the ledge of something. Okay? That being said, guys, I know there's a lot of information going on. I know I was spending a lot of game, facts and stuff. And that being said, y'all, I'm gonna be out with this junk. I know it's a lot of stuff I was talking about. I hope I didn't miss anything. Like I said, Gothel Esther represents Goddess Esther. Okay? The goddess of fertility, spring, and dawn. Right? New beginnings, new life. 999 is new beginnings, new life. Christ represents Christ consciousness, or Jesus represents Christ consciousness, or the sun energy of, you know what I'm saying, awareness, consciousness, your solar energy, your soul. So your soul is under attack by wicked astronomers or wicked astrologers, people that study the stars. Some people that study these stars, they're trying to manipulate your soul and your spirit based upon the time. So I need y'all to focus on what's going on. There's a spiritual warfare going on. There's a space battle going on, and y'all need to be tuned in. So understand that, okay? Understand that. Excuse me, not understand that. Understand that, higher stand that, overstand that. With that being said, y'all, I need y'all to tune in. Like I said, 999 is two ways in this world. You have the 999 representing the new world order of their world. We have 999 representing the new world order of our world. Which world are you a part of? The zero, the clock has just reached 0. There's two origins. You have the origins of their story and the origins of our story. Who's gonna claim history? Who's gonna claim history? That's the real question. Who's gonna claim history? With that being said, guys, I'm out. I love y'all. And please stay tuned, y'all, for more. Peace.